first of all, let's talk about when we talk about the competencies and the competencies. Generally, let's have it that it has the 4 levels. So first of all, let's make the picture very clear in front of you. And this is going to answer why some of the people in the same profession, they are being highly paid. Why some of the people, they are remain jobless in the same field. Why, what are some of the best strategies in which actually we can scale up ourselves? So what is the answer to it? So first of all, let's look into the competency concept. So competency, when we talk about competency, is your knowledge, skill, and your combination with your attitude, your knowledge, your skill in your respective area, plus your attitude, that make up the competency in a simpler terms: knowledge, skill, and your attitude. Now, when we talk about knowledge and skill, this has been very precise, very specific into your area of competence in your field, whether you relate with human resource or you have been an engineer or a project manager. So you have a knowledge and skill, plus it will add on with your attitude. Whenever we talk about attitude, this is a very well saying that your attitude in life that define your altitude in life. Your attitude in life defines your altitude in life. So whatsoever the attitude you carry as a professional, that define your altitude as a professional. Whatsoever the attitude you carry as a person, that define your altitude as a person. So attitude is a very important aspect. Attitude is your mindset. Attitude is your philosophy in which you drive your life, and that is very important. I normally quote that you are not going to take a risk with a surgeon who is declared to be highly competent in doing operations, but this person is unethical. Are you going to take that risk? Are you going to, you are not been certain whether that person is going to operate. Maybe he or she highly competent, but integrity is a question mark. Are you going to take a risk onto that? Absolutely not. So when you talk about competency, let's make it very clear. Now, the starting point. Competency always progress in the 4 levels. The first start, the first base from the competency start, it is called unconscious incompetence. So for example, if you want to learn something new today, if you want to talk about project management, if you talk about some sort of leadership, or you want to talk about some of the engineering skills. So when you entered in a university to learn about the subject, at what level you are at the level 1, which is called unconscious incompetence. So might be you've been enrolled in a master program or a bachelor's program in certain engineering or in business administration or IT somewhere else. So question is, you didn't know what the subject is all about, and you are highly incompetent into it because you cannot put any idea into practice because you are not being aware of about the ideas. So from where we start our competency journey, that is a level 1. It is called unconscious incompetence. This is the level number 1. Now, for example, you get yourself enrolled in a university and a college, and after 1 year, 2 years, you have been gone through 20, 30, 40 subjects altogether, and you get to know about some of the fundamentals, some of the conceptual models of it, some of the knowledge-based ideas onto it, some theories, some philosophies you have learned about it. You move to the next level. The next level is called conscious incompetence. What was the first level? Unconscious incompetence. Now, when you get some of the knowledge, when you get some of the awareness, when you get some of the sharing of ideas and thoughts, you move to the next level. Next level is called conscious incompetence. Now you become aware of some of the ideas which you are not been aware of before, and this is called the knowledge level. In our universities, in our colleges, the maximum level what we attain is the second level, which is called conscious incompetence. Mean we are being aware of some of the ideas, theories, concepts, but we are not having a capacity to apply those ideas. So it means we are on the level 2 only. Now, when you started doing a job, when you started giving an opportunity to work, so what exactly started happening? You started experiencing and implementing those concepts and those ideas which you have learned from either through courses, through certification, through bachelor's degree, etc. Now you started putting into practice. When you have the capacity to put it into practice and you learn up to that level that without any supervision, you can do it independently, you attain the level 3 in the competency, and the level 3 is called conscious competence. Level 3 is conscious competence. Mean now you have been aware of, you can apply those concepts, you can apply those competencies, and you do not require any sort of supervision onto it, you are on the level 3, which is called a skill level. So my dear friends, when you look into the business market does not care about how much on you are level 1 and level 2. They don't care about that. But of course, they are only going to pay when you are in level 3, and they are highly pay you when you are on the level 4. But of course, you cannot progress to level 3 from level 1 and level 2. The reason of our joblessness, especially in our scope, is that when the students, they came out of the universities with the fresh degrees, they thought that they are employable. Now, at that instance, maybe some openings have been there, but in order to become more attractive for the employer, they must have to touch upon to the third level, which is called the conscious competence, mean which even they don't have the jobs available. I normally recommend in the universities, I told them, in that instance, when you came and complete your university education, even if you don't have a chance or there's no job, I would emphasize you just go into the market and offer your free services just with the sake of learning on those ideas, concept, so that once you started becoming a little bit of practitioner of those ideas and things, you can touch upon a little bit onto the level 3 competency where you become started attractive for the business market. Now, level 3 is conscious competence. What is the last level? The last level is the ultimate level, which is called level 4, and level 4 is called unconscious competence. Mean that you have applied a lot of ideas, lot of methods you have applied from onto it, and for such an extended period in time that you have attained the mastery in it. Now you have the mastery in it. You have a mastery up to that level that even in a half of your sleep, you can do a lot of stuff around because you have experimented with it. You have applied it in so many number of times, you become a mastery in it. And please, my dear friends, the mastery is the stage where you are being highly paid. So for example, when I talk about, we just talked about any profession. Now question is, let's take an example of top 10 lawyers in your country. Talk about top 10% of the architects. Let's talk about top 10% of engineers, top 10% on any field. If you look into their income band, rest of the 90% are nowhere near to it. Why? Because that top 10% attain and they are being on the mastery level of exercising, because their competencies, they have been experienced and experimented and applied in such a period of time. And mastery level came when you get the capacity. Not only you are the practitioner, now you are the trend setter. Now you can establish a standards in that field. For example, if you are a project manager, so now you can write books onto it. Now you can publish papers onto it. You can invite it to have your expert opinion about it. You are the one who actually establish the protocols for that field. That is called the mastery level. So if we recap again, what is the level we talk about, from unconscious incompetence to the conscious incompetence to the conscious competence, and unconscious competence is the ultimate level into that. And basically, as a professional, if you want that you remain employed and you have a lot more market, to try to identify your area of expertise and try to build upon your mastery up to that level. Our problem is we are having so much versatility of our fields in front of it, and we try to touch upon each and everything. But unfortunately, on some, we are just been on level 1, somewhere on level 2, hardly we are being somewhere in level 3, but we are never ever going to the domain of mastery on some of the field and the area. That's why I would strongly recommend, which is one of the book, which is titled The One Thing, I think by Peter Senge. I think that is the name of that, The One Thing. And he specifically highlighted that you must have to attain the mastery in your area of expertise.